What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Bird was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character.
We are here. Welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am L Teddy 27 here to give you all of the news that has happened while you were at work or doing what you do during the day. We're here to give you all of that stuff, all of it. For those of you who missed us yesterday, we were over on Twitch having a good ass time. Y'all need to go over to Twitch and make sure. Can I get one of the hall monitors to put the Twitch link in the chat? We're simulcasting on Twitch right now. Make sure you are subscribed or following me, I should say, on Twitch, so that when we go live on Wednesdays, you can be a part of that live, because our Wednesday lives will now be exclusively on Twitch. And also, we are going to, I'm really pushing toward making Run Your Mouth also exclusively on Twitch. So if you haven't done so already, go over there, follow me over there, so that when I'm live, you will know. Let me say hey to y'all, and then we'll get this party started. Hey, Complex 613, the Informed. What's good, sir? What's up? Demetria, how are you today, my love? It's good to have you here. Grown woman, don't try me. I'm glad to see you too. Hey, Ravine, don't do me, Ravine. Do not do me, Ravine. Ravine always over here checking me. It's so funny because Every year I always have some. It's always a little girl too. I always would have a female student when I was in the classroom that would be like, she was my timekeeper. Even if I didn't tell her to be timekeeper, she would be like, "Oh, Dr. Lewis, we got such and such time to go. We don't have that much time. So you just, let me run my own class. Let me do this." It always was some little girl that used to do that. Hey, Brown Mama. Hey, Tamara. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Brown Mama. That's a good question. You know, YouTube ain't shit. It'll tell you better not come on here late and only have one. I have a popsicle. I mean, I do have a second one ready to go. But still, if I did come with one, if I did, mm, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Y'all hold on 1 second. Sorry about that, y'all. I got a lot going on. Hey Tracy W, Yana, Quake over on Twitch. Hey Quake. Quake, where was you at yesterday? It was something happened yesterday, and I was supposed to ask you, but you weren't on yesterday. I don't remember what I was supposed to ask you. Also, I tried to click the button on Twitch where it would save our streams for at least up to a week. I think on Twitch, it's not there perpetually. I think it's a certain amount of time, but I think it saves it for up to a week on Twitch. Quake, when now that you're over there, see if you see it on my little page thing, the live from yesterday. Hey, Miss E, Shorty B, Jeannie. Hey, friend. Tanya McNeil, how are you, beautiful? Hey, Janae. Terrence, what's good, bruh? Wait. Terrence said, fuck all that shit. What the fuck is Larry? Oh. Oh. You know what? It's so funny, Demetria. It was people who didn't know who I was talking about when I said, "You can check out your little rainbow right here all you want to, dear one, doll baby." That was where me and Conscious TV was going at it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Hey, Felicia, how you doing, boo? Mama Bees, I'm glad to see you. Hey, crackhead Willie, what's going on? Hey, Candace F, and all the way coming to us all the way from. Hey, Chef, all the way from the ghetto. I might get this. I might be over in Chef's part of the world. I am gonna be in Chef's part of the world. I might get to see him. It depends on what it be like. I'm gonna roll up at his house early that Monday morning so I can be on his live. Even though he be up at ass crack of dawn when nobody ain't up that time of morning. God be with us. Hey, Universal Goddess. I feel like I ain't seen you in a little bit. Xavier, while you're over there, while you're over on Twitch, Xavier, check and make sure you have moderator, hall monitor privileges. Check and make sure, Xavier. And also, is de-informed in here? De-informed, if you're here, drop down out the clouds. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Hey, Precious Jewel. Candace F says she is tired. She is tired red. You know, YouTube ain't never doing me no favors. Ain't never doing me no favors. Mm. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, Paul. I'm only over there, Universal Goddess, because I anticipate at some point YouTube is gonna go full MAGA, and people like me, um, they're not gonna they're not gonna be here for me. So I need to have another place where I can go and stream live and even make some money. Um, you watching both channels? Well, thank you, CC. You didn't get a response about what, Chef Don Don? I don't know what you're talking about. See what else we got. Hey, Terry. Terry, can you go over there and get Chef Don Don? Because he bothering me. God, get him. God. I'm over here just trying to do my show. And he over here bothering me. Terry, please get him. See what I'm saying? Really, Paul? Paul, this is what we're doing? Is this what we're doing, Paul? Huh? Quake, I forgot what it was I was looking for you for yesterday. I don't even remember. I don't know. I can't keep up. Montrez, what's good, bruh? I'm so far behind in these damn comments. Hey, Kimmy, let me try to catch up. Cha. Okay. All right, good, Xavier. I need to make sure. So mod view looks different. Okay, I didn't even know mod view was different than the regular view. See, I'm still learning over there. We learning slowly but surely down to the Twitch. Ciao. Ciao. You know, Chef be up at the ass crack of dawn, Demetria. Baby, when I roll over and crack my eyes and Chef already be live, and I be like, wait a minute, Chef a whole hour before me. And how he already not only up, done made thumbnails, done found stories, and is already live, which means he'd have been up working at least a whole hour before that. I be looking like, girl. Now, a little birdie told me it ain't hard to be up that early when you don't already been up all night, chasing after trade. The people told me that he be chasing after the trade down to the Dallas and the Fort Worth and the Arlington area. And so instead of just going to bed when he go home, he just, go live, and it's much easier. Hey, Savon. I ain't one to gossip, but that's just what they told me. That's what they done told me. Anyway. Oh my God. What's going on, Jason? What's good, bro? Symmetry, hey, boo. Ciao. I might do. I like when people bother me. See what I'm saying? I can't do it. 4:30, no ma'am. No God. The early bird be chasing worms. That's what be happening. Hmm. I just explained to you how this went, Yana. I'm telling you how it goes. I'm just saying. Baby, listen. I haven't done him yet, but we'll see what happens when we get down to the Dallas in a in a little bit. Ciao. Child, I can't do it, honey. I cannot do it. Y'all be getting up early. You can cuss all day. And I think also on Twitch, everybody can post links on Twitch. I think Twitch does not limit links to just mods or hall monitors. I think everybody can post on Twitch, post links on Twitch. I know everybody can cuss on Twitch. So we're not gonna force you to create one. You just gonna have to know when we over there and go to the page. Now, if you want to comment, it may make you get an account to comment. We still learning Twitch ourselves, Yana. We gonna learn together. We gonna learn together. Anyway, let's get this party started. Listen, put a Shondo in the chat. Let me know you're ready to get started. It's already 5:30, y'all. We late. We are late to the party. So we got to get this party started, okay? Because we got stuff to talk about. We got shit to do and shit to discuss. Okay? Put a Shondo in the chat and let me know you're ready. Larry, you ready? Because the people are ready, Larry. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. So we start off our Sugar Spike segment. You know, El Teddy, this might go well. If you had the damn dossier up, it might help out for you to have the damn dossier up, El Teddy 27. Anyway, we start off the Sugar Spike segment with, last night they signed the CR and all of that shit happened. Not and when they did eventually take the vote on that CR in the House, there were, I believe, 6 Democrats who voted with Republicans to end the government shutdown and have the continuing resolution. Here are the names of the 6 Democrats. Representative Jared Golden of the great state of Maine. Representative Marie Gluesenkamp Perez of the great state of Washington. Representative Adam Gray of the great state of California. Representative Don Davis of the great state of North Carolina. He's the only black person that voted for this. Representative Henry Cuellar of the great state of Texas, who really ain't a Democrat at all. I mean, Joe Manchin is more of a Democrat than Henry Cuellar, but then there's that. And last but not least, Tom Suozzi of the great state of New York. Those are the 6 Democrats that voted with Republicans to to end the government shutdown and to pay Republican senators and representative millions of dollars because they dared to investigate them for what they did during the um, uh, um, during Trump's attempt to say that the 2020 election was fraudulent. They also voted to ensure that the Affordable Care Act will be pretty much nullified because everybody's going to not be able to afford it and nobody's going to sign up for it. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. You got Democratic senators doing this, but just like Chuck Schumer's bitch ass could not get his party to fall in line, neither could Hakeem Jeffries because you got defectors in the House as well, Hakeem. And for all of the talk y'all have, the kicking and screaming, the ways that y'all try to subvert progressives and far left, I should say, lawmakers even being in Congress, they always do what they're supposed to do. It's all of the people that you people back, the centrist fuckers, that give y'all crap. Because let's be clear. I'm going to use one person as an example, and y'all know which one of the 6 is going to be my example of the Democrats and their fuck shit. Which one of those 6, hey Tracy C, do you believe I'm about to call out because they are always with the fuck shit and the Dems have themselves to blame for him? Hey China White, I want you to take a wild guess of those 6. Which one of the 6? No, Tracy, I said who did I say? That was Tom Suozzi. I don't know how to pronounce that man's name. Suozzi is he's out of your state, Tracy. No, Fetterman wasn't on that list. Not Fetterman. We'll get to him later. Let me give you the 6 again. Now, if you've been here for a while, you probably know who it is because I done drug the Democrats about this man plenty times. Again, here are the 6 representatives that voted. The hell? Here are the 6 Democrats that voted with Republicans. Representative Jared Golden, Representative Marie Glusenkamp Perez, Representative Adam Gray, Representative Don Davis, Representative Henry Cuellar, and Representative Tom Suozzi or Swazi. The Informed, you done been here, The Informed. You know me. You know I'm about to dog them and drag them. It's Swayze. It ain't spelled like Swayze. Hey, Cymera. The Informed, I need to make sure you over on Twitch as well, so I can have your hall monitor privileges added. Henry Cuellar, and I heard somebody call him Cuellar because his name is Cuellar, but it's pronounced Cuellar. He's Hispanic, Latinx. He's out of the San Antonio area. I know, but what is your name on Twitch so I can remember to go add you and add your hall monitor privileges? Anyway, I saw you, Symmetry. I saw you was over there. So Henry Cuellar out of the San Antonio area. We were here back in the 2022 election cycle. Some of y'all were here back then. And we chronicled there was a Democratic primary in the San Antonio area. Jessica Cisneros was running against Henry Cuellar. This was right after the Uvalde school massacre. This was literally a week after that. 1 week after the damn Uvalde shooting. Instead, and Jessica Cisneros, who was in that area and running to primary him, is a progressive. She ran a valiant race, but you had Pelosi. She went down there. You had Jim Clyburn. He went down there, was all over television and all over San Antonio campaigning with Cuellar. While Cuellar was openly saying, I am pro-guns. We need more guns. And I am for guns in schools. I am pro-gun. And I am also pro-life. But was running as a Democrat, right? And those centrist Dems, Pelosi, Clyburn, Hakeem Jeffries, all of them bitches, they backed him. They put all of the full strength and weight fiscally behind Cuellar. Jessica Cisneros lost by 300 votes in that election. And then we come to find out Henry Cuellar is still under federal charges, federal fraud and bribery charges. Him and his wife. They're still waiting for that case to be adjudicated. And now y'all over here backing this bitch, and now he's over here voting with Republicans if you should need him. So don't look crazy, Hakeem Jeffries, because you bitches are over there wanting him. Y'all want to do everything in y'all power to keep progressives from being in power, to keep the people of those of us on the far left from being in Congress. And these bastards that y'all support and put millions of dollars in their campaign, y'all let these bitches come and they vote against you. So don't look crazy. Oh, it's not because she's senile, Xavier. She ain't senile. She knows the progressive wing of the party ain't going with her fuck shit. They're not going along with you running the Democratic Party like it's 1995. Because they still want to run the Democratic Party like it's 1995. And that shit doesn't work. Mm-hmm. So, okay. So make sure you're following the channel. Make sure you're following my channel on Twitch, because I think it only lets me add moderators if they're already following me. I'll go check. Anyway. So yes. Now, one silver lining is they're saying that federal employees should expect to get paid this coming Saturday. So they're saying that federal employees should expect to get paid this coming Saturday. Candace F. or some of my other federal employees, is that what y'all were informed? Is that what y'all heard? But that's what I was told. That's what I was told. The Informed, can you go over to Twitch and make sure? I think I added you. I think I gave you moderator privileges, but please go over to Twitch and check, because I don't want to have given the wrong person moderator privileges. Okay, that's what you were told. So those of you who are federal workers You should, depending on the agency, Candace F says you should be getting your paychecks this coming Saturday. Um, well, I'm sorry. Here are the departments. Employees at the Departments of Energy, Veterans Affairs, and Health and Human Services are projected to receive their paychecks starting Sunday. The Defense Department's Army and non-Army civilian employees are also projected to receive their first paychecks on Sunday. Um, GSA and OPM paychecks will only include base pay, and further corrections will be made in the next pay cycle, according to a memo that was put out. Saturday will be the projected back pay processing date for more than 12,000 federal employees at the General Services Administration and the Office of Personnel Management, according to the memo and senior administration with the White House. Yeah. So I would check your agency if you are a federal employee. Check with your respective agencies. You may be able to you may be getting yours this Saturday or Sunday. Okay, just check and make sure you have moderator privileges, the inform. Okay, good. Um in more sugar spiky news. Well, that was fast.
I assume sugar spiky news refers to recent updates and information regarding blood sugar spikes and their management. Latest
I
news
didn't ask
includes
Google
a
nothing.
recent focus on non-sweet starchy foods like white bread and white rice.
Wait,
has
wait,
aided
wait,
reports
wait,
of
wait,
blood
wait,
sugar
wait, wait.
spikes.
Did y'all hear that? That's my phone. He was saying, I assume sugar spiky news. Mate, really? That's what you're doing? I didn't ask you nothing, Google. The Justice Department announced today that they are suing the great state of California to block new congressional district boundaries approved by California voters last week. Mm. The complaint filed in California federal court targets the new congressional map pushed by Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom in response to a similar Republican-led effort in Texas backed by President Donald Trump. It sets the stage for a high-stakes legal and political fight between the Republican administration and the Democratic governor, who's seen as a likely 2028 presidential contender. Skank Bondi said in an emailed statement, quote, California's redistricting scheme is a brazen power grab that tramples on civil rights and mocks the democratic process. Governor Newsom's attempt to entrench one-party rule and silence millions of Californians will not stand. End of quote. I'm sorry. Is this Skank Bondi saying that? Wait, I'm sorry. Let me read that again. I maybe I'm not reading this right. Let me read that again. Maybe I'm not reading this right. Let me read again what Skank Bondi said. In an emailed statement, your sitting attorney general, Skank Bondi, one of Donald Trump's personal fluffers, Pam Bondi, said the following, quote, California's redistricting scheme is a brazen power grab that tramples on civil rights and mocks the democratic process. Governor Newsom's attempt to entrench one party rule and silence millions of Californians will not stand. End of quote. Um, I'm sorry. Um, Miss Skank Bondi, Miss Skank, however you want to be referred, Trump's fluffer, whatever you want to call yourself today, ma'am. Where was this energy a month or two ago when this was going on in Texas? Because there's no courthouse in America except for the Supreme Court, that's going to say that what California is doing is wrong, but what Texas is doing is right. I'm just trying to make sure that I understand. Like these people they're not even trying to spin this stuff. They're not trying to come up with colorful language. They're not trying to mask what they're doing. They are open and out with it. That's why you got a fuck bitch like Mike Johnson that gets on a fucking microphone every day and says the fuck shit that he says. Skank Bondi, listen, Skank Bondi is probably, I'm not going to say probably, has to be the most incompetent and the worst version of an attorney general that we have ever had in the history of this country. There has never been a person worse at being the attorney general. Like there's literally never been a more vile, a more decrepit person, a person who is in abject obstruction of our Constitution and our laws. That is the person who you have as the fucking attorney general. Like I told y'all, it literally seems like what they did in this administration, they said, what is that department supposed to do? Oh, okay, let me find the person who is in complete opposite ideation as that. Let me get someone who believes the complete opposite of what that federal agency is supposed to be doing. So you got a fucking anti-vaxxer as the head of HHS, right? You got a fucking Botox queen whose face is melting, going around shooting animals, shooting puppies and shit. Couldn't even run her own fucking state. You put that bitch over as the fucking head of DHS. And then you got this fucking bitch Skank Bondi who was ran out of the country. Let's be clear, because they were going to lock her ass up. That bitch was ran out of the country and had to go work for Qatar. Yes, that same Qatar that just gave your president a $400 million plane, that's who she worked for before she came back into the country when they ran her ass off. Because that's not a conflict of interest, right? I cannot. Do what you want to do, Skank Bondi. Here we are. Like that bitch really said that shit out her mouth. She really had the nerve to say that shit. I mean, these people, and what incenses me the most? Hey, Aquarius, the only real sign. Listen, what incenses me the most is this. They know full well that anybody, I'm not going to say if a Democrat did what they're doing. I'm going to tell you, even if another Republican attempted to do what these people are doing in this administration now, and another Republican tried to do that in another administration, they would lose their fucking minds. These very same Republicans would lose it. They would fucking lose it. They would fucking lose it. And this administration is basically allowed to just do whatever the fuck they want to do with reckless abandon. No guardrails, nobody trying to check them. And the opposition, who's supposed to be trying to keep shit in order, they laying their ass down, going full scale bohica, just full-scale bohica. I don't know what Megyn Kelly said Aquarius the only real sign. I don't be over there watching Fox News. I don't be over there at all. So, Skank Bondi, until I see you have lawsuits against Texas, Missouri, and North Carolina, you better leave us the fuck alone. You better leave. You better leave these people the fuck alone, Skank Bondi. Because until your DOJ brings the lawsuits against Texas, Missouri, and North Carolina, we don't want to hear it. Fuck you, bitch, and fuck your life. In more news, it's starting, y'all. Now, I'm going to remind you all. Let's go back. Let's go back to about a year and a half ago. Okay? Let's go back to about a year and a half ago. A year and a half ago, before the Democratic primaries, if you recall, we did a story here. We did a story on Cori Bush. And in that story that we did on Cori Bush, I'm not surprised. I'm sure that bitch would let her child go up and lay up with Donald John and all of them. They're protecting pedophiles now. They're the people who protect pedophiles. I'm not surprised that nothing these people say at this point. He has ties to Israel and he has ties to Russia. We already knew that. Putin already told us that. Anyway, back to my point. A year and a half ago, we did a story on Representative Cori Bush. And the Republican Party, along with AIPAC, did this whole thing where they did an investigation into Cori Bush because they said that she was illegally using money from her campaign or her offices to pay for security. All right. Come to find out that her husband owns a private security company and she was employing her husband's company as her private security. Y'all know Cori Bush was a member of the squad. She is a black woman. She is a proud black woman and she speaks out for the people. And we knew that she was getting daily death threats. She was one of the members of the squad are some of the most threatened members of Congress, getting daily death threats, right? So she needed security everywhere she went because every day these MAGA nuts and racist fuckbags would threaten her life on her on her messenger, on her voice messages, right? So she had security. So the Republican Party said, "Oh no, you can't use that money for security." And then when they come to find out she could, then it was like, "Oh, but that's your husband. You can't be paying your husband." I'm not paying my husband. My husband just owns that security company because I need security because Congress does not pay for security for members of Congress. And that became a whole big situation, a big scandal. Remember, we talked all about that last year and a half ago. Then AIPAC pounced on that. You even had Democratic establishment members that went along with that fuck shit. And next thing we know, Cori Bush is primaried, right? Y'all put a 27 in the chat if you remember us going through that whole situation last year. Fast forward now. They're starting early. And now it's Jasmine's turn. Let me read this to you. Democratic U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett is being scrutinized by conservative media over some of her campaign expenses, with headlines suggesting the Texas Congresswoman is living lavishly on donor contributions. A headline from the British tabloid Daily Mail says the following quote: woke defund the police Democrat Jasmine Crockett spends $50,000 on private security. End of quote. This is sounding gravely familiar, right? Y'all see what's happening now. Follow this now. Crockett has never has never endorsed defunding the police or used the term, but has called for resources to be reallocated for nonviolent public safety emergencies like mental health interventions. The Daily Mail also did not mention in its reporting that Crockett, a high-profile lawmaker, receives death threats and pays out of pocket because Congress does not provide enough security funding for members. Another headline about Jasmine Crockett from Fox News read the following quote: far left firebrand spends eye-popping amount of campaign cash on luxury hotels, top tier limo services. End of quote. The story highlights expenses nearing $75,000 on security, luxury hotels, and transportation, including limousine services. Such expenses, which are legal under Federal Election Commission rules, are not unusual for members of Congress. Prominent black women online were quick to defend Crockett and call out the scrutiny of Crockett's campaign spending. Here's my thing about this. And I'm gonna stop there. What this is the setup. Anytime you have a black woman in position of power, these people go and try to find needles in haystacks to try to find some way to say that this black woman has done something that's illegal. You saw them try to do it with Tish James out of New York, saying that she committed fraud with a mortgage fraud. They tried it with Lisa Cook, who's on the board of governors for the Fed. Her shit turns out to be legit. Now they're trying it. They tried it with Cori Bush. Her shit came out to be legit. Now they're trying it with Jasmine Crockett. But the thing about it is, us, we don't fall for the trap. We know how y'all are. We've been waiting for you to try this shit. So when you go look, you'll find we've dotted all our I's, crossed all of our T's, dotted all of our lowercase J's, and crossed all of our lowercase F's. Because we know you bitches ain't shit. And every time y'all go over here trying to find shit, y'all don't find nothing. But for your base and for MAGA nuts, they believe the lie. Because they would lead you to believe that having luxury hotels or having private security is illegal, which is not. I got a newsflash. The reason that they do get luxury hotels is because there's more security at luxury hotels. You're less apt to have criminal masterminds trying to assassinate people when they're in luxury hotels than if I'm at the Motel fucking 6. And here's the deal. How about we pull the records and see all of the hotels that all of you white bitches have stayed in during your tenure in Congress? Let's go pull the records. How about we do that? Since this is what we're doing. Hey, Brittany Janae. They have to go to luxury hotels because there's more security at luxury hotels. They have to pay for their own security because you have stoked the flames of racism and political fucking violence. It's y'all side that have the fucking political violence. Y'all side have people assassinating Congress members in the state legislature in Minnesota. Y'all people have people having assassination attempts everywhere. It's y'all people doing that fuck shit. Y'all have stoked the flames of racism, bigotry, discrimination, political violence. And now, since y'all have stoked the flames of this and it's running rampant all across the country, y'all then double down by not providing security to members of Congress, the same members of Congress whose faces you put everywhere as a bullseye for people who want to do fucking political violence. This is why they have to go and take matters in their own hands with regard to having security and taking extra measures. But they're not going to tell you that. And the way they're going to write these stories and report on these things is as if what they're doing is illegal. Meanwhile, across the aisle, most of those bitches over there are the ones committing election fraud, campaign finance, illegalities and fraud over there, doing all types of nefarious shit over there on that side. But nobody's going to talk about it. Here we are. But I'm telling you, they're already starting. They're going to do everything in their power to get Jasmine out of there. At this point, I want Jasmine. Go ahead, Jasmine. Just run for the U.S. Senate. I know we got Tallarico over there in Texas, and I like Tallarico. But if you want to run for that Senate seat against who's up? Is it Rafael Cruz? Yeah, against Rafael Cruz. Be my guest. Is Rafael Cruz up for re-election, or is it John Cornyn? I think it's John Cornyn this time. No, I think it's Rafael Cruz who's up. No, Rafael just won, right? Yeah, I think it's John Cornyn who's up for real. It don't matter. But this is the fuck shit, y'all. They're already starting. Jasmine, you know we here for you. So that would be fuckboy extraordinaire, Senator John Fetterman of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Well, here is the first sentence of this story. I'm just going to read the first sentence. Senator John Fetterman, Democrat of Pennsylvania, was hospitalized on Thursday after suffering facial injuries from a fall during a walk near his home in western Pennsylvania. Ooh, this pink lemonade is real good. Oh, there's some good pink lemonade, y'all. Oh, that was real good. Wait, something happened? Something happened to somebody? Oh, something happened to Fetterman? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Something oh. Wait, what had happened, Mr. Fetterman? You fell? You cracked your face? Oh. Oh, isn't that tragic? Somebody go over there and help him. I don't have nothing for him. Y'all go over there and help. Oh, he fell? Oh, okay. I'll keep walking by. I got somewhere to be. I ain't go. Oh, he fell. Oh, he cracked his skull. Oh, he cracked his face open. Oh, okay. Well, y'all go over there and help him. I ain't got nothing for him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I need to go call mother because he's over there in the Pittsburgh area. Tell mother if she see him walking down the streets and he falls, just keep riding by. Don't even pay it no mind. Just saying. According to one of his spokespersons, he was transported to a Pittsburgh hospital out of an abundance of caution. Mm, mm, mm. I don't feel no ways tired about it. Baby, baby, baby shark, doop doo 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 doo. Is it debilitating? Look, it really be like, let me like, girl, girl, listen, I'm not gonna even hold you. When y'all called me, when y'all called me on my phone, talk about, oh, girl, you heard John Fetterman died. They say he in the hospital. Girl, I'm like, wait, what?
Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch!
I'm just saying. I ain't got nothing for you. Baby, we don't care, sir. What we're can I just be honest? And I don't care. Just forgive me now, Lord. This is a preemptive. Please forgive me now, God, because I'm going south. You know my heart. God, you know I love you. You know my heart, but we about to go south. And what we were hoping for is that you were permanently hospitalized and you had to resign from Congress, then allowing for either a special election or for Governor Shapiro to appoint somebody in that position because we want you gone. Like we need the angels to finish the job. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. We need the job to get finished off. Don't tease us like this, okay? Go ahead and finish it off. Get him the fuck out of here. And wherever you land after you going on to the ancestral planes, that's where the fuck you land. Because I ain't got nothing to do with it. We trying to get your ass out of here. Terrence say he's thinking tacos for dinner. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cymera, listen. Cymera said go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
That's what Cymera said. She said go with God.
Go with God, Crispy.
That's what Cymera said. Listen, the people said they don't give a fuck. We don't give a damn. We don't. Sir. We wish nothing but the worst. Sir, we have nothing for you. Go on. This pineapple ginger juice is. Girl. Child. Like we was gonna give a damn that his ass fell. Okay. Customs and Border Protection is offering double pay to retirees who previously left the agency as a way of adding to its ranks amid a staffing shortage that has existed for at least 10 years. They said if you retired, you could go back and get double pay. The Federal Immigration Enforcement Agency recently announced reemployment initiatives for retirees seeking to add to a workforce that your president pledged to grow by more than 20,000 federal agents and officers as part of his crackdown on illegal immigration. But as CPB continues to struggle to maintain its staffing levels, retired agents are being offered a dual compensation waiver that would pay them their full retirement pay plus a full salary, according to the agency. So y'all finna have geriatrics out there doing the Customs and Border Patrol? I'm just asking. Anybody going out there? They listen. They said be all that you can, or whatever they say over there. I don't know. They looking for any good man that they can find. Cymera, I don't know. Like, I just read the story, Cymera. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. Well, when they signed that continuing resolution last night, that did not bode well for those in the THC and hemp industries. Mhm. As we spoke to yesterday, there was a there was a provision that would recriminalize many of the intoxicating hemp derived products that were legalized in the 2018 Farm Bill. Mhm. The bill as it now stands overrides the regulatory frameworks of several states, cancels the collective decisions of hemp consumers, and destroys the livelihoods of hemp farmers. And it couldn't come at a worse time for America's farmers. Times are tough for our farmers. That's a direct quote from Senator Rand Paul, who we spoke about not wanting to vote for that portion of the bill. The provision, quote, prevents the unregulated sale of intoxicating hemp based or hemp derived products, including Delta 8, from being sold online, in gas stations, and corner stores, while preserving non intoxicating CBD and industrial hemp products. End of quote. And that's according to a Senate Appropriations Committee summary. Yep. They're saying that could include edibles, uh, 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 um, it could include THC infused drinks, edibles, um, and other things that fall under a certain category. There's a certain amount that it's allowed to have, and what those congressmen and Senator Paul were saying was the amount is so minuscule that you eliminate 95% of the industry. But this is what y'all voted for. Hmm. Right, Simar, get your shit now. Get it now. In our last sugar spiky story, we woke up to some bad news this morning. Jesse Jackson has been hospitalized. We know that he has had several medical diagnoses and illnesses. The Rainbow Push organization has told news outlets that Jesse Jackson is, quote, under observation for progressive supranuclear palsy, or PSP, a neurodegenerative disorder he has managed for more than a decade, end of quote. The man is 84. We already know that he's been battling Parkinson's disease for some time now. He's had other debilitating physical ailments. The man is old, and the body. When you get in your 80s, the body starts to do things, and we are hoping for the best, but it's not looking good for him. So certainly, we are certainly continuing to keep Jesse in our prayers, as well as his family. I think that Demetra, I think if you go to a dispensary, I believe, don't make me lie, I would say look into it. I don't know where Jason at. Jason, if you're in the bushes, fall out the bushes, Jason. But I know Jason is our expert on all things hemp and THC. I believe if you still have a medical card, you're good. I believe I Don't let me speak off the top of my head. Let me look into it, and that'll be something that I can report on, so I can get y'all all of the up to date information. Because I don't want to just go off of what I think. I want to give you all good, credible information. Yeah, Jesse been running a long time, and he done ran a good race. We hope to have Jesse a little while longer. However, if it's time and God is calling him, sir, you ran a good race. We're here. We're going to celebrate you, and what you have done for our community. But we certainly praying that we're praying for the best. I decided to give y'all some video breakdowns to break the monotony. I said monopoly. God be with us. The monotony of going between the sugar spike segment and deeper into the dossier. So each day I'll try to infuse a couple funny videos as we go between the sugar spike segment and deeper into the dossier to help cleanse our palate a little bit from the fuck shit of the Sugar Spike segment. Here's the first video.
I've been vegan for 3 years, but I eat eggs for breakfast every morning to get my protein. The key is that you buy organic, because organic means that the chickens were fed a vegan diet. So since the chickens are fed a vegan diet, that means that the eggs are vegan. And I also eat organic chicken, because chicken in itself, like, chickens are not animals, they're birds. They're classified as poultry. So anything that comes from chickens is going to be vegan. I just like to take the extra step and make sure it's organic, so I know that those chickens were fed a vegan diet. So it's really extra vegan. Also, a way to be sure that your eggs actually are chicken eggs and they are organic is to make sure that they are brown. If you're buying the white eggs at the grocery store, those eggs are actually from a different type of dinosaur, and they're not vegan. Those come from dinosaurs that are carnivores. So they're going to be full of meat, like meat byproduct. So you want to avoid those at all costs.
This has to be AI. It has to be. I just cannot. These are people that are voting. These are people who vote in elections. I just want you to know that. This has to be L&V. This has to be AI. Dinosaurs and stuff. These are people who y'all have voting in elections. I want to reiterate that. These are people who vote in elections. I'm just saying. Hey, Catherine Powell. Catherine Powell, are you over there having a prayer vigil for your senator who cracked his skull and bust his face open? I know you over there got rosary beads, got the little candles and stuff, praying for your senator who cracked his skull. That was the first one. Here's the next video. I don't know how I get caught in these algorithms. Here's the next one.
They done put the whole goddamn box of barrettes in this damn child head. Bubblegum in the dish. How many bubblegum pieces do you wish? They put the whole damn candy machine in this child head. Grandma candy bowl on the table head.
How many of my ladies were triggered by that video? Because when you were growing up, they put 863,000 barrettes in your head. I'm just asking, how many of my ladies were triggered? Oh, your senator, Fetterman. We didn't care. Oh, we just wanted to know what was for dinner. We didn't care. Don't go scoop him up off the ground in Pittsburgh. You know, I'm sure some of y'all might have been triggered when y'all saw that baby. With all that. She done got her whole head weighed down, her neck like this, because her head done got weighed down from all them damn barrettes. Woo, child, that poor baby got all them damn barrettes in that baby head. Take all them damn barrettes out that baby head. Child. And here's our last video breakdown.
This is how to make your salt at home taste better and give it a little more flavor. So what I do is I just pour a little bit of salt that I have in a big container into this like that. And I just normally measure with my eyes, not physically but mentally. And then I take some table salt, and all you're gonna do is just put a couple little dashes of it in there like that, not too much. And what this is gonna do is when the flavors combine, it's gonna give it a really nice zest, and it's gonna taste great on whatever you put it on. Sometimes I pick up notes of maybe some smokiness, and even it can burn my tongue a little bit. So good luck. Let me know if you use this on your foods.
I'm sure y'all will be doing that for I'm sure that's what chefs do, right? Where's Chef at? Chef, is that what you do to your salt? I don't know how the fuck I get in these damn algorithms, y'all. How the fuck do I get in these algorithms with these people that have no? I gotta watch that one more time. Cause between mama being real serious about this shit and the white man with his eyes open like that, looking like a whole burn victim, like he didn't even blink at all. Did bruh even blink? He was in as much amazement at that. Hold on one more time.
How to make your salt at home taste better and give it a little more flavor. So what I do is I just pour a little bit of salt that I have in a big container into this like that. And I just normally measure with my eyes, not physically but mentally. And then I take some table salt, and all you're gonna do is just put a couple little dashes of it in there like that, not too much. And what this is gonna do is when the flavors combine, it's gonna give it a really nice zest, and it's gonna taste great on whatever you put it on. Sometimes I pick up notes of maybe some smokiness, and even it can burn my tongue a little bit. So good luck. Let me know if you use this on your foods.
I know y'all gonna be down to the Thanksgiving cooking this shit. L&V, you stay right there, baby. Baby, Auntie Kimmy, I know when you making this good Thanksgiving dinner in a week or so, you gonna be down there getting it in, mixing the salts and stuff. Woo! Whoo, see, Golden, you ain't missed nothing, baby. Baby, you ain't missed nothing. Apparently, we don't know, Tawana, what we missing. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. I cannot. I am over here crying real thug tears over here. Y'all know I'm a thug over here. And y'all got me over here crying real thug tears. Okay. I'm a whole thug. And y'all got me over here crying real thug tears. We got to move on as we dive deeper into this damn dossier. Chadwick Boseman is in the news, and he is finally being honored 5 years after his death with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We're happy to see it. We are glad about it. We think it should have come much sooner. Ryan Coogler and and Viola Davis will speak at the ceremony. His wife Simone Ledward Boseman is also set to be there to accept the honor on his behalf. We're glad to see it. We're happy to see it. We love Chadwick Boseman, and we fights about Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, we fights about that one. That one we fights out. We will fuck you up. Will. Hey Mia MJ. Yeah, we will fuck you up about that one. We will. On the house. Not even blink and think twice about it. Sure will. In Wicked News, listen, if you ain't got your ticket, you might have to wait till the 24th. I already got my ticket. My ticket is for Monday the 24th. Soon as I get back from Dallas, I get back. My flight lands at 4 in the afternoon. My ticket is, I think, for 8:15 that night. I will be going to see I'll be going to watch Wicked. Will. Anyway, but that's not the story. So they were over in Taiwan having the red carpet premiere of Wicked, right? And some nut came barreling out and tried to attack Ariana. Hold on, I have the video. Here's the video. Now, what the people are saying is, they said the way Cynthia Revo went over there and was like, nah, bitch, you ain't gonna come out. They was like, Lena, you might have a problem, Lena Waits. Now I know, Lena, you and Cynthia are over there getting it down. You know, all of the, I don't, you know, whatever y'all do, you know, whatever scissoring y'all doing over there, whatever you and Cynthia got going on. They said, girl, you might have a problem, Lena, because they say the way Cynthia was ready to fight by her woman, it's about to be a problem. I watched it from other angles, and Cynthia was fucking that man up. Ethan Slater, the guy who Ariana cheated on her husband with, and you cheated on your wife with, and now you with her. You know, they were saying y'all broke up a week or two ago. You might need to be worried too. Baby, listen. I'm just saying. She is known, V. Carter. She will take other folks' man. Now, I mean, Lena, maybe Cynthia is tired of having the, you know, the feminine role in the relationship. Maybe she ready to be the stud in the relationship. And so she done found Ari. And she baby, I don't know. I don't go down the L wing of the Rainbow Coalition compound. I don't even know what goes on over there down to the L wing of the Rainbow Coalition compound. Over there with the L's, baby, it's like a foreign land, okay? I ain't never been over there. I don't even know if my key card access that I have down to the Rainbow Coalition compound will even get me into that part. I can't even direct you to where it's at. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that happened. Lena, is Cynthia still with Lena Waste? I know they was together, but is she still with Lena Waite to this day? Girl, I don't know. Anyway, are they still together? Thank you, Xavier. Okay. Well, we'll see, honey. Baby, I was afraid for Michelle Yeoh, because you see Michelle Yeoh was between, it was like Ari, Michelle Yeoh was in the middle, and then it was Cynthia. Baby, the way Cynthia reached and ran around Michelle Yeoh and ran at that motherfucker and said, I know the fuck you not. I was like, oh shit. Anyway. So today they officially stopped minting pennies. After more than 230 years of continuous production, the U.S. Mint has minted its last and final batch of 1-cent coins just yesterday in the city of Philadelphia. That's over in Catherine Powell area. You know Catherine over there in Philadelphia. She done flipped Ariana like a pancake, child. Probably. You know, they say they Catherine Powell, they say they minted the final batch of pennies over in Philadelphia yesterday. I don't really have need for pennies. They just get in the way. This is one thing I really don't have a problem with, because I don't have no use for. I really don't use cash. I really don't use cash at all anymore. You know, I mean, it might be a good keepsake, Tracy C, to have a 2025 penny. But I really, yeah, listen. I think in my pocket right now, I have $3 bills, and those $3 have been in my pocket since about June. I just have no need for cash at all. I have no need for cash at all. If I go somewhere and they say, "Oh, we do cash only," I literally have to go to the ATM, get money out. Girl, I just mm-mm, mm-mm. This is something that I'm not mad about. I, I don't have no use for it. I think that I could see in the next 10 years, 10 to 15 years, paper money being obsolete. Like cash, I could see cash being obsolete in the next 10 to 15 years. I really could see that. I really could see that. Like even when you get your welfare checks, they don't even give you paper checks for that anymore. Like even for your social security and all of that, when the government pay you, they're trying to move everybody from paper checks to getting either having it deposited into your bank account, or they could give you a card and have it deposited on the card. But baby, they're not giving out paper checks like that no more. Oh, McDonald's. We read that story the other day. The Informed. McDonald's already said they'll be rounding up if you to the nearest nickel if you pay with cash. hmm You know, black people were taught to always carry some cash on them. You know, black people was always taught never fully trust the system, never fully trust the banks. Always keep you a stash in your house. That's how I was taught. They told listen. My granddad used to say, listen, always keep you a little bit of something because you never know. I also live in a hurricane prone area. So you learn when you live in hurricane prone areas. I grew up, I should say, in a hurricane prone area. You always learn to have a stash of cash um, for after the hurricane. Oh, yes, he go. Then they're going to round up. Universal Goddess know what I'm talking about. You live in the hurricane country, baby, you will have some cash on you, but you have it stashed away. But since I'm not in hurricane country no more, I don't have no use for it. South Korea does a lot of electronic payment, electronic most things like no keys or apartment. Yeah, even when I go to hotels, you know, most of the hotels I go to, I do Hilton more than anything. Hilton, I never get a key. I always just do the electronic key on the app and go in and go right in. I rarely have to get a hotel key anymore. So that is something they tried to get Fanny for, having cash in her house. In more news, so Clay Thompson going off on people, going off on fellow NBA players and commentators. He had, he was saying it with his chest and shit. Um, Recently, Patrick Beverly and Jason Williams suggested that Megan Thee is to blame for Klay Thompson's poor performance lately. Mhm. During a recent interview of the Hoopin' and Hollerin' podcast, Patrick Beverly and Jason Williams suggested that Megan Thee might be to blame for Klay Thompson's disappointing start to the 2025-26 season. Jason Williams said, quote, I'm from West Virginia, man. I've been taught a lot by some old folks, some old white folks. It only takes one pussy to drag a battleship across the desert. That's how powerful it is. I ain't saying that's what it is, but that might be what it is. End of quote. Well, Klay Thompson got on Instagram and he said the following quote, referring to my girlfriend as a pussy is so disgusting and disturbing, especially from someone who played in the NBA. How would you feel if I referred to your wives in such a way? Do better, fellas. Very disappointing. End of quote. Listen, going on out there and fight. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Go out there, take them outside. Go touch the grass. Okay, go touch grass and lay each other out. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Now, I don't know if you want to roll up on Patrick Beverly like that because Patrick Beverly likes to fight. Jason Williams, you might could be able to get him, but Patrick Beverly likes to fight. You ain't just finna roll up on Patrick Beverly like that. He don't fuck off. I do think it's some jealousy, Terrence. They wish they was knee deep up in Megan Th's box. I mean, who y'all mad at? And first of all, I like that he said, you bitches was in the NBA. And y'all know full well, everywhere we touch down, every other city we go, every other video, every other city you go, y'all got 50-11 skanks whose sugar bowls y'all are dipping y'all spoons into. Like, bruh, like, I'm like, really? You bitches are mad because Megan D ain't looking y'all way. Don't they, Tracy? Yeah, baby, go touch grass. Yeah, let's go on out here. Let's get in the grass. A mess. A mess. Anyway, you know your niece like the light brights like that. He a little too high yellow for me. Mm-hmm. He a little too. Now they say he working with a little piece down there. That's what a little groupie skank that had slept with him told me. But they say he got a little piece down there. I don't know. But he a little too high yellow for me. Mm-mm. You gotta get a little more melanin. I need a few more shades added, sir. But yeah, go on out there and touch grass. Yeah, go ahead and get it. I'm just saying if you going you can do that with Jason Williams, but going on over there to Patrick Beverly, he might have a few answers for you, sir. Anyway, sir, I don't even know why you're entertaining these people. If you're sleeping every day with Megan Thee, alleges that not Megan Thee, Nicki Minaj publicly humiliated him during a station head broadcast back in 2024. He accused her of calling him, quote, one sandwich short of a picnic, end of quote, saying that he, quote, clearly gets a check from the government, end of quote, and other things. The lawsuit was originally filed in New Jersey, but after the case was dismissed, he refiled in New York. Unfortunately for Nikki, it looks like she hit a bump in the road. She's been dropped by her long-term lawyer, Judd Bernstein. U.S. Weekly is reporting that business management company the North Star Group recently wrote a letter to the court. In it, they explained that Nikki just hired them and needs more time to respond to the lawsuit. The North Star Group claims that this extra time would allow her to, quote, retain and onboard, end of quote, another lawyer. The company also claims that they became aware of the lawsuit for the first time just last week. Even your lawyers can't stand you, Nikki. Quote and this comes from a from the new law firm. They said, quote, that same day Mr. Bernstein abruptly withdrew entirely from his representation of um Miss Minich and her company without giving any prior notice. Minaj and her company intend to appear and defend themselves in this matter, and we are requesting a stay of the proceedings, including all deadlines and further motions practice, so that Minaj and her company have time to find and retain new litigation counsel and have counsel review the case file, confer with their new counsel, and prepare any responsive filings in an orderly manner. End of quote. Guess what, Nikki? I don't care. I wish nothing but the worst for you. Nothing. I don't care. Even your lawyer's like, I don't care how much money you give me, ma'am. I want no parts of you and your fuck shit. I don't have the energy. Oh God, just more and more horrible people. I'm thinking we finna get to a good story, and we get to this shit. with this fuck boy. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Is he a past president of the International Federation of Fuckboys of the IFFB? Is he a past president? I don't know. You know, it's a long list of past presidents of the IFFB, the International Federation of Fuckboys. Is Swiss Beats a past president? Swiss Beats is currently being accused of holding on to $7.3 million in stolen 1MDB funds. According to him, the money was all earned legitimately. Last October, a lawsuit was filed against Swiss Beats by British Virgin Islands liquidators. It is now being reported that Swiss Beats' legal team is denying the allegations that he accepted, quote, fraudulent transfers, end of quote, from shell companies tied to J-Ho Low. According to them, the money was transferred from investments and payments from personal services, for professional services. They said in a statement, quote, defendants deny such funds were fraudulently and improperly transferred. All payments were received without actual fraudulent intent and for reasonably equivalent value, end of quote. The filing also mentions Swiss Beats' relationship with the organization J-Ho Low. It says he, quote, was introduced to Low but denied Low and Dean were friends, end of quote. Oh, that's not an organization, that's a person. Excuse me. I don't know these people. Lowe is accused of orchestrating a scheme to steal billions of dollars using money laundering, bribery, and more. He's also accused of conspiring to violate the U.S. the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act and U.S. campaign finance laws. I don't know. I don't like you, sir. I wish nothing but the worst for you as well. You and your raggedy ass wife who lost her voice when you left your wife for that whore, and that's why she don't have a voice no more. I mean, you must be got some sweet meat, some good dick, because last time we checked before she got with you, mama was a raging lesbian. And now you dipped your spoon into her sugar back while you're supposed to be married. And now she ain't got no voice no more. Now you being sued for millions of dollars because you got some fraud scheme with some J-Ho Low person. I listen. You are past president of the International Federation of Fuckboys. I don't know what you want from us. You are. Sir, please get off my screen. Goodbye, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the dossier for today. That is today's dossier. Y'all know it's the weekend. Do not ask. Y'all already know. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Where will I be? Traveling again. Y'all do not have to ask. Y'all know how this goes. Do not be surprised. I have not had a free weekend since August. I'm just saying. So I got to go again out of town. I'll be back Monday. I will be home next week, Saturday, on the 22nd. However, I go out of town on the 23rd to Dallas. So I'll be in Dallas on the 23rd and 24th. But anyway, we're going to make it do what it do. I will be back. Let me set up this redirect because y'all would love to go over there, really be, and tell her that I made y'all late. I'm sure Ravine is already over there trying to dry snitch on me. I know she is. Ravine is already probably over down to the really be dry snitching on me, saying that I made y'all late to her class. Child. A mess. Just a goddamn mess. Anyway, We need to set up my app for the cruise. I downloaded the app, Tracy. I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. The 23rd is your maid of honor's birthday. Well, tell her I said happy birthday. I got the app. Hold on. What's the name of the app? Royal. See? Oh, it says create an account. But I did. See, it's going. I have the app. Utopia of Seas. See? I have the app. I don't know how I see what room I got. I don't know. I don't know. Tracy, you know I don't know how to do this shit. But yeah, we got a bougie room. I know that. We ain't listen. Oh, view deck. Oh, that's not what. No. It don't need. Tracy know how to do all of this stuff. I don't know nothing. Oh, okay, there I go. I'm on deck. See, I'm on deck 14, stateroom 414711, muster F1. Yeah, we don't stay in regular rooms. We're a little too elitist for that. I'm just saying. At the top, click the little that's what I did. I got it. I found it. We're gonna have to try. You're gonna have to try to help me set that up at some point, Tracy. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. We got to get over to Really Be. As I always say, I love y'all. What response, sir? Did you send me anything? Hold on Instagram. Oh, okay. I don't get in town until about I think I get in town at like 1:00. But then I gotta go pick up a rental car. Well, I'm gonna get it from the airport. And then I gotta do I gotta get it from the pick up a car while I'm at the airport, and then I'll be out about. So I figure by the time I do all of that, it'll be about 2:00 anyway. So I know where I might be that night, Chef Don. After I got an event that night, but after that event, Chef Don, you know where I might be at. If I'm going to Dallas, because you don't go to Dallas and not go to a certain spot. You know what spot, Chef Don. Oh, I know you know. Girl. I would love for you to come with us too, Demetria. You know we gonna miss you, Gert. We gonna miss you, Gert. Y'all, I gotta get out of here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. There's the QR code right there. If you'd like to make a donation to the platform, please support independent media. YouTube ain't helping out. They ain't doing us no favors. And we're trying to keep the lights on over here because the lights can't go out. We trying to keep the lights on over here. Okay. We trying to keep them on. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. I will be back, like I said, on Monday. Until next time. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I love y'all. I will see y'all next time.